Hey y'all, I hope everybody had a great Christmas. So as you can see, I'm out in my front yard today. I'm going to do a little project to add some instant curb appeal to my front landscape. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Megan. I live in Dothan, Alabama in the southeast corner of the state of Alabama, and I garden in Zone 8B. And my husband and I moved into this house about 3 months ago, and since we moved in, we've been doing a lot of updating on the landscape. This house was built in the mid-90s, and so everything that was here was basically just overgrown and very old and tired. And so I've been trying to put my touch on this landscape. If you are a veteran gardener who is watching this channel, you're gonna know everything that I'm talking about today. But if you're a new gardener who's just getting into gardening, or if you just wanna give your landscape a little instant curb appeal, this video might inspire you, because I'm just going to show you an easy way that can be done. So one of the most important lessons that I've learned in my 8 or so years of gardening is that gardeners don't think in terms of straight lines in the garden. We think in terms of curves. And when we moved into this house, it just had a straight hedge of Yopon holly lining the front. They were overgrown, spent, and so after I took those out, I put in 8 Vintage Jade Distylium along the front, because they're gonna get to be about 2 to 3 feet tall, 4 to 5 feet wide. I'll probably keep them in more of a lower growing shrub so that we can still see that brickwork in the front of the house. But what I did over Christmas was I got out here, I stole a few hours, I took my shovel, and where there were straight bed lines, I paced out about 6 steps on each side, going away from my sidewalk, and that was where I began to create the curves that you can see. And you can also see my cat Lucy. But these curves, I tried to make them just as symmetrical as I could. I didn't use any kind of measuring tape or any of that. I just eyeballed it. And so what I'm now going to do is I'm going to put in 2 Wintergreen Boxwoods behind where you see these 2 Vintage Jade Distylium on either side of my front porch right now. I'm going to scoot those up, and I'm going to put in the 2 Wintergreen Boxwoods in place of them. And what that's going to do is it's going to add an instant pop, instant impact in the front of the house with those Wintergreen Boxwoods, and it's going to create a layered effect in the garden. So thanks for joining me, and let's get started. So you can already see what it's going to look like whenever I install these wintergreen cone-shaped boxwoods. It's going to give it just an immediate, instant curb appeal. And what I may not have mentioned in the front of the video is that I'm going to pull, as I pull back these Distylium that are where these wintergreens are going to go, I'm also going to place 2 brand new Distylium in the corners of these 2 beds here, and that's what's going to give us that great layered effect. I have to say I'm really getting excited about this because I love the way that the one side looks that I just got done. So now I'm about to start on the next side. It won't be long before my husband gets home from work and sits down and turns on the Alabama game. So we have a full afternoon of football watching, and I'm cooking some fillets tonight with some escalloped potatoes and some green beans. So I'm hoping to get this project accomplished maybe before he gets home or a little after. Thank y'all for joining me in my front yard curb appeal project this afternoon. So here is the finished product. Now, as you can see, this gives it a nice layered effect with these two Wintergreen Boxwoods up next to the porch. And then further up, we have the Vintage Jade Distylium. And so if you are wanting to do a quick, pretty easy little update on your curb appeal, think about creating a curb in the front of your beds. That's just a really easy way to do it, and it doesn't take a whole lot of effort. But I'm very pleased with the final result, and I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Now it's time to watch some football. I hope everybody has a safe, happy, healthy new year. Till next time.